Hello everyone, Andrew Call here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm cooking a dish that brings back a lot of childhood memory for me, braised pork belly with preserved mustard green. It may look a bit unusual, maybe even a little ugly to some, but this ingredient is the soul of the dish. Take a look at this, preserved mustard green. These are heavily salted, so I'm rinsing them thoroughly until the water runs clear. This step is important to remove excess salt and balance the flavor later on. I usually repeat this a few times just to make sure it is clean. Yes, it may not look the prettiest at first, but trust me, when it's cooked right, it's absolutely packed with flavor. After rinsing, I soak them in clean water for about 30 minutes. This helps soften the texture and further mellow down the saltiness. Next, let's prepare the ingredients. I'm smashing some old ginger, like about 100 grams, so we do not need to chop it finely, just mash to release the aroma will do. You can cook this dish with simple ingredients where you can find in your kitchen. I'm using smoked garlic today, removing some excess husks, but keep the whole bulb intact. Here I have about 1.5 kilos of pork belly, pre-washed and pat dry. This is the star of the dish, rich, fatty, and perfect for slow braising. I'm cutting them into bite-sized pieces, roughly about 1.5 inches. Not too small, so they stay juicy after long cooking. My personal preference, this is the perfect size. How about you? Do you prefer your pork belly bigger and chunky, or smaller and more tender? Let me know in the comments. After soaking for 30 minutes, I'm squeezing out the excess water from the preserved mustard greens. I'm cutting them into smaller pieces, from leaves to stems. This helps them to cook evenly and releases all the flavor later. Moving to my wet kitchen, let's start cooking. First, I dry fry the preserved mustard green. This step takes about 15 to 20 minutes over high heat. It helps bring out the aroma and remove excess moisture, making the flavor more concentrated. Now into the pot, some oil, followed by ginger, cinnamon sticks, star anise, and finally some cloves. Fry until fragrant. This is where the base flavor starts building. Next, the pork bellies goes in. I cook until the surface is no longer raw, slightly firm on the outside, but still tender inside. This helps seal in the juices before braising. Now for the seasoning. I'm adding 3 tablespoons of light soy sauce. Not too much, because the preserved mustard greens are already quite salty and full of flavor. So here I'm just enhancing the taste, not overpowering it. Next, I'm adding in 3 tablespoons dark soy sauce. And of course, you can adjust the dark soy sauce depending on how deep you want the color to be. Stir well and coat every pieces evenly. Here I'm adding some cooking rice wine. This helps enhance the aroma and balance the richness of the pork. Anyway, it is optional, but I highly recommend it. Next, rock sugar. This balances the saltiness and gives a gentle sweetness to the braise. The preserved mustard greens go back in. Mix everything well so the flavors start coming together. I'm placing the whole garlic right in the middle and letting it slowly cook down with everything else. Adding about 750 ml water and bringing everything to a gentle simmer. As it's cooked, the liquid will slowly reduce and intensify in flavor. Cover and let it simmer for about 2 hours over medium-low heat. Look at that, the magic really happens after 2 hours. Give it a good stir, lifting everything from the bottom and mixing it through evenly. The pork is now tender and the sauce has thickened beautifully. This is one of those dishes that remind me of my childhood. My dad loved it and now my kids enjoy it too. Simple ingredients but full of memories. If you enjoy dishes like this, don't forget to like, subscribe and turn on the bell. It's really helped the channels and keep me going. I like to serve this over hot rice. Let the mustard green and the pork belly sit right on top. And of course, don't forget the braising sauce. Pour it over everything. And there you have it, braised pork belly with preserved mustard greens, also known as Mei Cai Zhu Rou, a classic home-style dish that's rich, savoury, and full of flavour.